Hey there, so this is the other system for sale. I don't exactly know what's on here, so let's double check. Let's see. System settings, information. Alright, and here we go. We have an Intel Xeon E5 2630V4, 2.2, but I think it boosts all the way up to, I want to say 3 gigahertz. CPU cores 8 and 16 threads. This is normally a 10 core, but I noticed that it runs best on 8 cores, 16 threads, so I limited it to 8. CPU max frequency is 3100, so yeah, I was pretty close. It was 3100. And right now we're running at 45C, which is actually very, very good. We have an RX 480 to help with upscaling and all the other stuff we want to do. We're running at 60 hertz, 1920 by 1080. We can definitely go higher. This machine should be able to do 1440p on almost everything. Even, I don't know if I can do it on PS3, but it can get close. I'm sure some games it can. Okay, so it does come already set up with a controller. All you have to do to turn it on, once the system turns on, you press this button, you hold it until you see a little remote pop up, and it'll tell you, and the light will turn blue like that. And that's how we know we're connected. All right, and as you can tell, we're connected. So we're gonna go to PS3, and we're gonna go to God of War 3. There it is. Now I am selling 6 of these systems. This is the second most powerful one that I have out of the 6. This is definitely a step up from the last one that I had, which is the 800G3. As you can tell, 8 core 16 threads. This is loading way faster than the old one. There's a video on the other one, and you can tell this just loading into a game takes forever. This is a whole lot quicker with the 8 core 16 threads. The other machines will go even faster. Wow, that was really fast. And I also have a Ryzen 5 5600, which will be even quicker than this guy, and the Ryzen 7 7700, which will be the fastest out of the bunch. And I do have a metrics overlay, so you can see we're running at 60 frames per second. We're not going to maintain it, but that's okay. There is no volume, sorry. That is the machine right here. You can see the RX 480. And then here we have the Xeon. The Xeons don't get too hot, which is kind of nice. And then we have that is a 4 terabyte drive, that's a 500, and then I have a 160. So there's 3 drives in here to hold all the games. Just shy of 4 terabytes. Let's skip this video. You're running at 20, 25, 26, 28, 30. So now we're running past PS3 performance. Now we're dropping. We're getting like 13 frames, 14 frames. I think this is one of the harder parts to render. But I mean, if I didn't have that counter, I wouldn't know we're running this slow. Oh, someone's still alive. Here it is. We won't stay on here too long. Oh, this is a beautiful game. Very good looking for its time. Even today, I think it's one of the better looking games out there. I have played pretty far in this game. I haven't finished it yet though. And then our performance should be going up now after we get through here. when you have these scenes right here, when he's like thrashing around, the camera's going around, looking all weird. It's best not to move around because I've noticed sometimes it'll glitch, and then you'll be up in the air, and then it'll kill you, and then you have to reset all the data in order to, you know, get through here. So, like, see right here, just don't press anything. It's only during this weird ass scene because the camera shakes so violently. See, I hope I'm not in the air right now. I don't even know where I'm at. There I am. Yeah, so just don't move around, just let it do its thing. There we go. Now we can thrash on him. Ooh. And thankfully with God of War, it tells you which button to press. It's the left button, the south button, or the east button, or the north. So it'll kind of tell you on the controller which one to press. And I think, did I just mess up? I messed up. No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. We're running about 30 frames per second, which is very good. And now everything's going to pick up from here on out because that's one of the most intense areas. So from here on out, we should be going over 30, higher performance of the PS3. And it looks amazing. And our CPU's still at 53 Celsius, not even cracking 60, so that's really good. We're staying cool. It's also a benefit of disabling 2 cores, is you can actually keep the CPU really cool. Our GPU is at 60, and we're using 100% of it, so you can tell like you really need a GPU for this game. We might not be able to upscale, because this game's already that intensive. And the good thing about these Xeons is they're a step up above those i7s. Up to like the 8th, even the 8th gen i7s. They were nice, but you know, they were only, what was it, 6-core 12 thread. You really do need 8 cores, 8 core 16 thread for these games. Alright, so we're gonna exit out of the game. I'm having too much fun playing. So for that you hit start and select both of these, and it'll kick you up. And it has autosave, so that it actually saved me on that position. So next time I play, it'll send me to that checkpoint. We could try this, but I'm gonna try The Last of Us just because I want you to see how it plays compared to the other machines. Because I'm playing all the same games that I played on the other machine. Red Dead Redemption will work on this machine. It won't work on the other one, on the 800G3, just because it's not powerful enough. Now this is a really intense game. It's very hard to run. It will not run that well on the 800G3. Sometimes it'll freeze and not play. But on this one, it shouldn't freeze. You should be able to play straight through. Not the best performance outside, but indoors should play just fine. Sorry if the camera's shaking. I have a fan running and it's making the camera shake. And we're starting from a saved state, or a saved game, just because I don't want to go through the whole beginning. Oh, there's a flashlight. Nah, dang it, I already dropped. I was hoping we could be outside. Outside, we're not. It's not gonna run amazing. We're indoors now, so it's gonna run great. But outside, you usually get like 15 to 20 frames per second, which is, I mean, it's choppy. Don't get me wrong, it's choppy, but you can get through it. It's still a great game to play. At least we know like we can play this whole game and get through it with this setup. I don't even know where I'm going. Oh, through here. Turn off the flashlight if you want. Turn it on. Kind of need it over here. It's a gorgeous game. Alright, and as you can see, our GPU's at 59% or 59 degrees Celsius. Our CPU's at 54 degrees Celsius. This might be a game we can upscale. Where our GPU's not really being utilized too bad. You might be able to go to 1440p on this game. You should try, you could try it out, or not. 1080p looks pretty good too, but you might be able to upscale it. All right, and now we're gonna get out of the game. All right, and now we'll do a game that the other system could not do. Red Dead Redemption. And as you can see, we're 100% utilized on the CPU because it's trying to load everything. And we're still only at 53 degrees Celsius, even though we're 100% loaded. So this machine is very efficient. It could stay really cool. The fans are ramped up a little bit, but that's okay. We want the machine to stay cool so the parts can last. We don't want a scorching hot machine. Even our GPU staying cool. So we do have a fan blowing this way and another fan blowing out. And then we have two fans blowing down there. And so we have positive pressure on this machine. We have two fans going down, one fan going out. And then we have that one that's the power supply blowing air out. But these two are run faster than that one. These two run faster than these two. So we have positive pressure, which is good for dust. And as you can tell, we've been running at 100% for a while, and we're still staying around 55 degrees Celsius. So we're maintaining our temperature, even under full CPU load. I really do like these Xeons. They do maintain their temperature, and as you can see, we have all the cores necessary to run RPCS3. These machines were mostly meant for RPCS3. Now these are the hardest games to run, so all the other games are going to run a little bit better. There's still a few games that are hard to run, but they should run. That's the good thing about this machine, is they should run. They might not run perfect, but they will run. It is a huge step up from the i7 7700. It's a big step up. If the 7700 probably gets like a C minus if I were to grade it at RPCS 3. This one probably gets like a B minus, maybe a C plus, but right in there. Right, you're like right in the borderline of B, like a becoming a B student. If I were to place this guy, the Ryzen 5 5500 is probably like a borderline A, and then the Ryzen 7 7700 is a it's an A student, A plus actually, and then anything higher would probably be like the teacher, you know. It's just running that good. The Ryzen 7 7700 is phenomenal at running all these games. The Ryzen 5 5600 is also very good. And then the Xeons are up there as well. I know this is a game I haven't loaded yet on this machine. I'm loading it for the first time. That's why it's taking forever. If you noticed with God of War 3, it was quick, and also with The Last of Us, and that's because I had already started games with those. So the first time around is going to take longer than the second time around. From the second time on, it's going to be a lot faster, as you saw in the last two examples. It's the first time that's going to take a while. And if you noticed, it froze for a second, but it didn't really freeze. What's actually happening is trying to get the data from the hard drive, so the hard drives have to spin up, and it takes a second for them to actually start up to send the information over. And we're running at 25 frames. So what I noticed about this game is like whenever you're pointing your character at the checkpoint that you're going to, it's going to slow down. When you pace away, it'll speed up. I'll show you. Our checkpoint's over here. It's over there, down there. And as you can tell, our frame rate's really low. It's like really hard for me to move right now. We're under 10 frames, 10 frames, 11 frames. But watch this. As soon as I turn away from there, our frame rate rises to like 20. And it's a big difference. We can run, looks good, and then as soon as we face the checkpoint, it slows down. It does that with every system, even the 7700. Just the 7700 is way more capable and it's hardly noticeable. Let's see, as soon as we get through the checkpoint, everything kind of. So as soon as we're done with that point, it'll speed up, and it won't be as bad. It's just, for some reason, that checkpoint just drops performance. But anyway, just wanted to show you that. So we're going to get out of here. And then we'll try one more system. Let's do PS2. And as you can see, there's 416 games here. 789. And 130 for PS3. 225 for Dreamcast, 331 for Saturn, 139 for Sega CD, 386, 1,133 for Genesis, 298, 87, 26, 90 for Switch, 72 for Wii U, 48 for Wii, 1,478 for Nintendo DS, 1,919 for Game Boy Advance, 91 for GameCube, 590 for Game Boy Color, 321 for Nintendo 64, one of my favorite systems, 783, 621, etc. 97 for Xbox. I think there was 3 games I had to delete from this one. The other ones have 100. Yeah, I mean 101, 3,000, 69. You know, a lot of games, 473, 5,000. You'll just have to go through all these, and Steam doesn't work, don't even try it. I've tried it. Alright, so we'll try one more system. We'll do PS2 and we'll try, let's see, 50 Cent, I guess. For PS2, you have to wait here a little while. It has to load everything and then it'll start the game. So it'll look frozen, just be patient with it. I think this is one of the harder PS2 games to run. So we'll just give it a little bit. And yeah, see, as you can tell, it took a minute. You know, if you have no patience, you might think it froze. But you just gotta wait a while. I know Metal Gear Solid 3, the wait time is longer than this. Just try to skip through all this stuff. Alright, that's 50. Oh, that's Dr. Dre and Eminem. Okay. New game. I guess I'm gonna play a... Creating profile. Let's say A. I'm done. Yes. Oh. I don't even know how to shoot. There we go. I don't know why he's shooting that way. How do I aim? Can you even aim? Let's jump. Let's reload. Oh, you can't shoot, you guys. Anyway, you get the idea, so we'll get out of this game. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now let me show you. Sometimes the shutdown feature doesn't work. Let's see if it works this time. Oh, it does. Okay. So it might just be the 800G3 that doesn't work on. So it comes with this controller. And I want to show you how to get into Windows, since it does have Windows. So here's the computer. Again, I'm going to hit the power button on it, which is right up here. And then on the keyboard, we're going to hold delete. We're just going to hold it. And I'm holding it right now. And there we go. Now you can let go of the delete. And see, now it's going to send us here. So now we're going to go to the... We're going to go to the right until we get to boot. You see that boot? I moved from there to here. We're on boot now. And you'll see here that we have Batocera set as number 1. And then you have UEFI OS or the Windows Boot Manager. So if you ever want to switch it, you can just put the Windows Boot Manager up at the top. So you just go down, hit enter. Oh, sorry. Go to the top section and then pick whichever one you want. You can make a Windows Boot Manager, or you can make Batocera the main, the one that when you hit the power button, it'll go straight to that one. So right now I have it set up for Batocera. All right. The only thing I want to get into Windows, so I'm going to go over here to save and exit. And down here, we're going to have our boot override. And this is just for a one time. Let's say you wanted to keep loading into Batocera, but for some reason one day you just want to go into Windows, or the opposite way. You have it set up to go into Windows all the time, but for some reason you want to go into Batocera. You just come in here, you go to save and exit, and then you just pick what you want. So we can pick Batocera or we can pick Windows Boot Manager. I would always pick between that one and this one. You know, don't pick all these other ones because a lot of these are legacy. You know, that doesn't matter, and there's some repeats. And a lot of these are like the 4 terabyte that's in there that we don't want to mess with. So we're going to go to Windows Boot Manager, and it says it right there, Windows Boot Manager, or we can pick Batocera. And then we're going to hit enter. And then it'll take us straight to Windows. And then the boot section, the section I had showed you before that, where you want to select the order, that's where you select where you want it to, which one do you want it to start up with. So, but we want it to be Batocera all the time. So I just picked on the save and exit, I picked which one I wanted just for that one time. Okay, so everything's loading. I do have here an overlay that shows you all your cores, just so you can see how your CPU is working. And yeah. So we're gonna, this Windows is active here. So it is an active Windows 11. It's going to take a while for this to load. It's not done loading. Do this. Right. And you can tell Windows is still trying to load. That's why I like this thing. It tells you like, hey, I'm still working hard. Just give me a moment. All right, so here we go. CPU E5 2630 V4, 2.2 gigahertz, with a 3.1 boost. Memory, we got 16 gigabytes of DDR4. Here we have a 256 NVMe. You can see right there, NVMe SSD for Windows. We're on the NVMe right now for Windows. And then we have the RX 480 with 8 gigs of video memory. And then we do have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And there we go. See, you can see, just give it a while and then we'll go to activation settings to see if we're active. And as you can tell, we are active. Windows is active with a digital license. And I've also, let's go to this PC. I removed all the other drives, like the 4 terabyte from Windows, so you can't see them, so you can't mess it up. You can't delete the games by accident. If you ever want to get them back, you right click on local disk C, you hit properties, you go to hardware, go to properties, go to volumes, no sorry, to drivers, no. Oh, here they are. See them? Yeah, SK Hynix. You got the 400 terabyte, the 160, and the 500. You always go to properties here. You go to volume, drivers. Should let you enable it. Properties. Oh, change settings right here. And then you go to drivers, and then you have right here enable device. But we don't want to do that, and I wouldn't suggest you do it either. I'm just showing you in case you want to, for some reason, delete the volume or do whatever you want with it, because it'll be your computer. You can delete it if you want. You just go here, properties, change settings, drivers, and enable device. They're just disabled right now in Windows. All right, so that's the second system. Let me know if you have any questions.